Hi, this is Lynn with Lynns Hangouts, and we're here tonight at Beerman's in Lincoln with the Mach 5 band. We're specifically talking to Dave, the lead guitarist.
Dave Chapman.
Dave, thank you so much for sparing some time.
Hey,
we sure appreciate it.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much.
Awesome. So, how long have you been playing in the Mach 5?
In the Mach 5, I think a little over a year. I think Rick, the previous Ricky Vinisevich from Oleander, had too many commitments with his band Oleander, and he couldn't balance it. So they needed somebody to come in, and I was available. I was playing in my other band Riff Raff, but you know, I've been able to juggle it so far, and so it's been great. You know, being in Riff Raff, I play a lot of the same songs over and over. So it was refreshing to play some other bands' material, stuff that I've been listening to for years and years and years. So I think I've been, to answer your question, in the Mach 5 a little over a year.
Well, that's great. Awesome. Very, very cool. So how long have you been playing guitar?
A year. Never had a lesson.
Okay, that was my next question.
Oh,
so
is it?
Check that one off.
No, I've you know, I grew up with the runt of the litter, 5 boys. I was the youngest, so always had music with me. You know, we always had a little guitar, whether it had 1 string or 2 string, I can't really remember, but would plunk around on it. But I really didn't begin playing in earnest until I was about 14, 15. A group of friends I was hanging around with, huge Kiss fans. You know, we graduated from playing with wiffle ball bats and tennis rackets in front of the mirror to actually, you know, going down to the Vox room in Old Sacramento and getting old beat up guitars, and actually the guitar I learned on when I was a kid still only had 5 strings. I could never afford you know, a set of strings, so I just learned on 5 strings. That bottom string at the end just gets in the way.
You don't need it.
The bass player doesn't need it, I don't need it.
That's great. So you're basically self-taught then?
Correct. Yeah. You know, never had a lesson. I haven't, but you know, the more you play and the more you play with people, you pick things up. So it's kind of a little disingenuous to say you've never had a lesson,
right,
because
true.
You know,
everybody
I play with, I steal blindly from them.
You probably give that to them too, I'm sure.
You know, I hope so. I hope
think
so.
You do. That's great. Do you play any other instruments?
I played bass in an original band called Slapback Echo.
I thought I saw a picture of you playing bass.
Yeah, so sure. You know, we were originally a Guns N' Roses tribute band. This is about 2003, and we did that. You know, played around town as GNR, Mr. Brownstone. I played bass in that band, and then we you know, got kind of tired of playing the same songs, so we started. You know, I have a bunch of originals that I've written playing guitar, and we kind of put it together, and we recorded a couple of CDs, and you know, it was nice, but again, people don't want to hear original music. It's, I mean, and again, not to denigrate any of the other bands who do original music, but I found that people didn't want to listen to my originals. I'm the only one who thought they were outstanding, apparently.
Well, Don, I was just going to ask where I can buy a CD from.
Oh, I'll get you a copy. You know, I've got just a few CDs, and I'll have to burn. I'll burn some of the tracks. Some of the tracks are a little.
I'd love to hear them.
Yeah, it's songs I've written, and some cool cover tunes from like old Kiss songs, the old Judas Priest. You know, so with Slapback Echo, we recorded 2 CDs, and then I've recorded 2 of my own original CDs with some of my friends. John Lynn, who used to play in Cherry Bomb. Casey Corrigan, the lead singer, he does all the vocals and all that stuff. So, and we have a nice little network of friends and musicians that all kind of chip in and collaborate. And, you know, we've been doing it now for about 10 years.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good group to hang with too.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, when we got together with the, you know, when I got together with Riff Raff, I brought a lot of these guys into the Mike Barnes, the singer from Riff Raff, his True Line family. I think we're about to get preempted here.
Oh no. There he goes, there he goes.
Yeah. By the way, I quit.
That stopped him.
Yeah.
Are you home?
No doubt. I've been replaced that easily.
I'll tell you. Okay, now I know you talk a lot about Riff Raff, and I was going to get to that in a minute, but I was wondering how many other bands do you play in? Total.
Well, I was in a band out of Vacaville called Akadaka, another AC/DC tribute band, and I was playing rhythm, and they found another friend of mine. Dan Kopp, who has more time to actually commit to playing with them, because every time they would, you know, hey, we got this gig, I'd say, hey, I'm either playing with the Mach 5 or I'm playing with So it was always a scheduling issue, and I hate telling people I can't play, especially if I've committed to being in the band. So I found them a better alternative, Dan Kopp. So I'm still on their list. I'm not, they're still my bros, all that good stuff. But
substitute when they maybe need you.
Yeah, if Dan Kopp's not available, I'm Plan B. And then out in the Bay Area with a bunch of my people that I listened to growing up in thrash metal, Steve Zetro Souza from Exodus and Will Carroll from Death Angel. We have an AC/DC tribute band in the Bay Area called AC/DC that I do the Angus thing for them as well. So I guess that would be 4 bands, but the Akadak and AC/DC don't really take up as much of my time as the Mach 5 and Riff Raff, because they're more local, and it seems, I think I'm booked every weekend through February, because what's today, December 21st, I have a gig every weekend, all the way through at least a Friday or Saturday.
Can you say band whore?
So yeah, I'm a little busy.
We're jealous, because he's the richest guy in the band.
And I haven't improved at all, that's the great thing.
We gotta go to work.
Oh man, almost done. Okay, so let's talk about Riff Raff a little bit. So how long have you been in Riff Raff?
I think Mike put out the ad in Craigslist about over 5.5 years ago. We're going, I think it was March 2007. So yeah, we're going.
The original?
I'm sorry?
The original?
Yes, yeah, he put the ad out there, and I was thinking of, I was working with my solo project, and I was thinking of actually doing a project where a band does complete albums, and Back in Black was my first album that I was thinking, so the timing was great because I saw this ad, AC/DC tribute band. I was like, hey, well maybe I'll hook up with these guys and see what's going on. So yeah, me and Mike are the original. I think we're the only 2 originals from there. He's the vocalist, and I of course am the sound guy. I'm a lighting tech.
Yeah, you actually, I was going to get to that too. I was going to say, you represent Angus Young of AC/DC, and those are some pretty big shoes to fill, but you do it
No one does it better.
well. Yes, you do an awesome job of it, and you do actually do an awesome job of acting wild and crazy. So my question to you is, do you do any mental prep for that, or does that just come natural to you?
I stretch the hamstrings and the Coors Light, some 12-ounce curls. But
yeah, we gotta go.
No, I kind of get into a little space. I get angry before I go on stage. I kind of work myself up into a bit of a lather.
You really do change your looks and everything.
Yeah, just trying to and then, because I'm, sometimes we play up until 3 and 4 hours. Look, it's a marathon.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I'm not a healthy man. I got to get on stage.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. It's an honor. I appreciate you taking the time.
All your fans love you, so keep up the good work.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.